And I am on about 4.5 hours of sleep right now. I was debating whether I wanted to do a recap vlog of my weekend in Chicago. I was going back and forth about it for days. It was a fun weekend. So I have some things to say. I have a lot of fashion related things to say about the weekend. So I'm just gonna give a quick recap, show some videos and pictures of stuff we did over the weekend, and then that'll be the episode. The reason I went to Chicago this weekend was for Hanson concert number 66 and 67 for me. I went with my best friend Katie, and we have been going to Hanson concerts together since we were 14. So 1997. It's been a while. It is crazy. We admit that it's crazy. But anyway, they were going to play the House of Blues, Chicago House of Blues. We have been going to this venue for many, many years to see Hanson. So it's always a bit of a homecoming when we go down there. These concerts were on a Saturday and a Sunday and a Monday. And the reason it was two shows, they often actually do two shows when they go to House of Blues. But in this case, they were celebrating the 20th anniversary of their album, Underneath Acoustic and Underneath Electric. I met Katie at her house and then I drove down. We left at about 2 and got to Chicago at 4:30. There was a little bit of traffic, but really not bad. Going down to Chicago on a Sunday afternoon is pretty great. So we checked into our hotel. We were staying at Hotel Chicago, which is right next door to House of Blues. We got changed, ready for the show, and then we decided to walk to dinner. So we walked to Parlor Pizza, had very yummy drinks, and we decided to split an appetizer and split a pizza. I don't think I took a picture of either. Oh, by the way, here's what I wore. I decided to go with one of my Milwaukee Fashion Week outfit ideas. I thought it would be great for a concert since I didn't use it for Fashion Week. So I went with the dress that I made sheer from Fifth Main, and I went with black biker shorts underneath and my red Target shoes, my Gani dupes. And then I wore this guitar necklace that I've been wearing to Hanson concerts for years and years. So that is what I wore out to dinner at this pizza place. It was like a sports bar. So I was overdressed, but it was Chicago, it was fine. Like a lot of people had come from the Bears game, so they were wearing like their Bears attire. The Packer game was on TV. We won, I believe. I don't follow football. The Packers won. Anyway, so yeah, drinks were good. We each got a drink. I got like a spicy margarita. We split a artichoke and kale dip. And then we split like kind of a margarita pizza-ish, but it also had garlic and balsamic on it. It was very good, but we were full. And for this first Hanson show, we had VIP seats on the side along the rail, so we didn't have to get there early, and it was amazing. These seats were incredible. I think they were $250 a pop, 250. So for one show, it was worth doing. I think it was worth doing. There's me with my VIP badge, and it was just a great view of the show, and it was a lot of fun. So this was the acoustic set. They didn't just play that album straight through. They played that and then peppered in some songs from the era, some songs they don't play very often from different eras. It was a fun, chill introduction to Underneath. After the show, Taylor has this after party where he DJs, and it's like a dance party. We decided not to go to that, but we decided to hang out in the hotel bar in case anything exciting happened. We got truffle fries and another drink. I got another spicy margarita drink. By that time, it was like 11 o'clock, and we decided to hit the hay. The next day, Katie mentioned going to Wildberry for brunch, which, as it turns out, is the same place she and her friend Erin went 9 years ago when they stayed at Hotel Chicago and went to House of Blues. So I really wanted crepes and she really wanted pancakes, but we both made the adult decision to get protein. So I got their Italian beef Benedict special and a mocha. Let's see, for that day, I was going in all 90s look this day. So I had thought wearing this velvet dress might be cute with this vest. This vest was very reminiscent to me on like what Isaac would have worn in 2003. And I think I wore a vest just like this to a concert in 2005. So it was very like early 2000s that I was bringing back by way of 90s, you know, whatever. So this was my outfit, and it looks cool in theory, it looked cute in theory, but I don't know if you could tell, but the vest and the V of the dress and the V of the t-shirt would not stay aligned all night, all day. I was adjusting this stupid alignment of everything. So to the point where I like ripped the mesh panel of this dress, so I'm just getting rid of this dress. This dress is gone. It's been on the chopping block for years, it's gone. But keeping the vest, keeping the t-shirt, keeping the leggings, everything else was fine. So we went to Wildberry, like I said, it was very good. Then we had hours to kill. It was like 11 o'clock at this point, and at that time we weren't planning on getting in line until 4 in the afternoon. So we decided to walk around Millennium Park. It was a beautiful day. I think it was around 60s, high 60s. It was perfect, sunny. We got some pictures by the bean, getting our steps. I think by the time I was done with this, just this stint, I was already at 5,000 steps for the day. And then we decided, Katie's like, well, there's some good shopping around here if you want to do some shopping. And as we were walking to brunch, I saw a Zara. I'm like, yes, I never get to go in a Zara. I've only been in, and like all sorts of influencers I follow shop at Zara. So I'm like, yeah, I totally want to check out Zara. The only time, I'm sure I've been in a couple, but the most recent time I can remember before this is when I went in a Zara in 2022 when I was in Cleveland. I was in Cleveland for the writers retreat, and I brought a few things into the fitting room and everything felt small. Nothing fit. And at the time that really stressed me out and really discouraged me, because at the time I was the smallest I had ever been in my adult life, at least since having children. Pretty much though, the most in shape I had ever been in my life, and nothing I tried on fit. I thought I was a size, but I wasn't. But I've since learned that's the thing with Zara. Some things, some lines that they carry fit really small, and some lines that they carry fit really like loose, like big. So you never know. You have to know, like, I think they mark it somehow, but I didn't know that at the time, and I still don't know that. So just try stuff on at Zara. Don't get discouraged. The Zara was a 2-story Zara. It was very exciting. I wanted to tell you all about it. I noticed bubble hems as a trend. There was lots of bubble hems, but the pieces I grabbed were 2 vests. This like tweed sleeveless jacket vest thing, which I really liked. The placement of the hooks and eyes were weird on me, like where it is expected to gape, there wasn't a hook and eye there. I'm like, why? But honestly, that'd be easy enough to fix if the price was right. But why are their fitting rooms so small? It was like that in Cleveland too. Their fitting rooms are very small and very packed together, and there's just like a curtain, and I don't know. I don't love the Zara fitting rooms. I do not. But I mean, their clothes are cute. So, and then I grabbed these sparkle jeans in a 14, and I'm like, these are probably going to be too tight. They were a little tight, but I could have made them work. And these were like $90. It was the most expensive thing I grabbed, but they were fun. I think if I had a different life, I would have absolutely bought these jeans. And that top is I'm still thinking about that top because I can make it not as gapey. All right. This vest, hear me out, this vest I would not wear without a top underneath, but I think this vest would be cute with stuff underneath. I liked how cropped it was because it came in right at my waist. So it was kind of good for defining a waist. I would just wear something under it if I actually got it. Up until this summer, up until recently I said I didn't want a cropped vest, but now that it's Now that it's not summer anymore and I'd have to wear something under it anyway, I'm more open to the idea. So this was cute. Not with these jeans and not without something under it, but it was cute. Okay, so this dress I just saw hanging with a bunch of other dresses, but I thought this might be really chic to wear to one of the Chicago Fashion Week events, one in particular, which by the way you'll see in next week's episode. So you're getting a lot of vlogs in a row. But I just thought this was really pretty and would probably look really good on. And I was right. Even with the overhead lighting, it was pretty good on. And this was some bad lighting in this room. So I didn't get it this time. This might have been about $90 or $80 too. 70? I think it was around 80. So, but I'm gonna put it on a wish list for a future purpose maybe. This one was on sale for 35 bucks. And I could definitely see myself wearing this one to one of the Chicago Fashion Week events. I have 3 that I'm going to. And it fit so well. This belt came with it. I might switch it out though for a leather skinny leopard print belt that I just got at Fifth Main. But yeah, this was so pretty and fit so well, and it was like made for an hourglass shape. So I'm like, okay, yeah, it's coming home with me. I also show you, I don't have it, I'll just put up a picture of the necklace I also got at Zara. I found a pearl necklace that I thought would be perfect for another Chicago Fashion Week outfit I have planned. So you will see those next week. Okay, here is me checking out at Zara. Katie wanted to get a picture of the checkout process because she is a UX designer for a giant retailer, so she wanted to bring that idea back to her company. So it was a really handy checkout process too. It was very easy. You just put all your stuff in this container and it weighs it and automatically somehow knows what you have in there, and then you can just pay with a card and put it in a bag if you brought it, or pay for a bag. It was super seamless, and I was surprised. So yeah, very cool. So then after Zara, we're like, okay, well, we still have lots of time to kill. I saw an Anthropologie. Let's pop in Anthropologie. I love walking around Anthropologie. It always smells so amazing, and they always have cute stuff, and I always find something on the sales rack to try on. In this case I did. I found a few things on the sales rack to try on. I think this was a Beholden dress, but this was really pretty, fit surprisingly great in the hips. These dresses like that don't always, but this was also accommodating for hips. However, I think it was more, I think you'd need a pretty substantial bust to make this work because there was a lot of gaping. You can't really tell, but there was a lot of gaping. There was not much structure in that top right there. So you'd either need to, I would either need to have that altered to be a lot tighter or something. Double-sided tape, some sort of support garment that you don't mind people seeing. I don't know. That I could tell why it was on sale is what I'm saying. It's beautiful but not practical. I also tried on this skirt, which I could also tell why it was on sale because it's got this weird gathering here that you'd think would be really flattering, but it kind of just looks like extra fabric. So I was tempted because it was pretty, but no. And then we were walking around and Katie and I both thought this avec les filles jacket was really cool. I'd wait till it was on sale. I think it was like 150 bucks or so. And that was it for Anthropologie. I managed to walk out without getting anything. So by this time we're like, why don't we just like sit down somewhere? Sitting down might be good. And so we're like, should we go back to the park? And I said, since we're sitting down, why don't we just sit down in line? Like by the line and see how long it is. There were about 20 girls in line at this point. And we're like, okay, it was probably around 1. So we sat there until about maybe 1:30. So we sat there until about 2, and then we're like, maybe let's have our last meal of the day before we get in line. I was still not hungry from breakfast, so I wanted something very light. So Katie found this place called Protein Bar. They sell like smoothies and like acai bowls and salads and stuff like that. So perfect. We split a salad or a protein bowl, because I guess there was rice in there and everything. And then we each got a smoothie, and then I got a coffee to go. So that was good. That was the perfect amount of food at that point. And then we sat there until, oh, I don't know, maybe 3. And we decided to go back and just get in line, because we were like, well, I got nothing else to do. Might as well just sit in line. So we sat in line, and at 4 o'clock we moved the car because it was still parked at the hotel. And at about 5:30 they moved all the members to a members line, and they let us in at 6, and the concert started at 6:30, and it was over by 9:30. It was awesome. They know we're old. No, but the electric concert was really fun. Katie and I ended up getting second row, which was awesome, which was better than we expected when we thought we would be getting there at 4, so it was really cool. It was a very energetic set. Phantom Planet opened. I listened to the Phantom Planet album back in like 2003, so it made the emo side of me very happy to see that. They were a very fun opener. I enjoyed it. And then yeah, Hanson went on. It was a great set. Most of the songs they were going to play the night before, because I had read spoilers of someone else's review, but I didn't know what this set would entail. So there were some surprises. It was a really energetic set. It was fun. Zach didn't do any solos, which we both thought was unfortunate, but maybe he wasn't feeling well. We ended up getting home back to Katie's house around 11:30, which is not too bad driving back from Chicago. And I clocked 15,766 steps for the day. So pretty good. And now I should probably get some sleep. So yeah, we had a blast. It's funny, when Katie and I go into these shows, we pretty much always are kind of not dreading it. And I've heard this from other fans too recently, that it just is a lot of work. We're getting old. It's just a lot of work getting there and getting psyched up to be in a crowd and stand for hours and sit for hours and wait for hours. And it's a pain in the butt. And sometimes it doesn't feel worth it going into it. But after the fact, it always is. We always are glad we went. So number 66 and 67 for me, 76 and 77 for her. Great success. We had hoped we'd get pictures with the guys this time. We have in the past, we didn't this time, but it's okay. Listen, we're spoiled fans. That was it. That was my weekend in Chicago. The next episode is going to be another Chicago-based episode for my Fashion Week vlog. I'm not gonna do it like Milwaukee, where I did separate ones, like 3 or 4 separate ones. I'm just gonna cover it high level, all in one vlog. What I wore, what I did, you know, stuff like that. Any highlights along the way. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Bedecked. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you want to see what I do at Chicago Fashion Week, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified right when that video gets posted. Thanks, bye. Okay, update. I just got an email confirmation about one of the Chicago Fashion Week events that I'm going to next week. And I just got really excited. Like, preview, it's two very famous designers, and apparently they're going to style us as part of the event. What? I don't even know what to think about that. So I don't know, it sounds a lot of fun. I'll be sure to report back.